Welcome to the Center of Light on this Monday night. Tonight's presentation is Center of Light Power. Arise. Awaken. And unite. Center of Light is always about becoming crystal clear. Clear of the mind. The mind is clear. That way, the Yah, God's power, willpower, gets to move through the Na, the mind when in balance, and we carry it out via our backbone. The Va, Yanava. Yanava. I have a powerful show coming for you. And tonight, we're going to be speaking a lot about the presence of God on earth. He came to me this morning. Look at the fire come from this man's eyes. The fire of where he dwells in his space of grace, confidence, immunity, confidence, that which makes us strong on the inside. Check it out. Sri 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 Viswayogi Viswamji Maharaj, God on earth. He came to me this morning with impressions. I knew it was him. And he said, Keith, I want to show you something that you have glanced over. I'm going to play a video of an interview I did 5 years ago with Swamji. And now is the time. In this video I'm going to play, there's going to be two segments I really want you to key in on. One of those segments is going to be when I play that segment, 18 minutes and 50 seconds into the video. The second one's going to be 31 minutes into the video. Yes, I'm going to be playing about 40 minutes of an interview I did with Swamji 5 years ago. I glanced over something very, very important. I knew it as far as faith is concerned. And my sister Anjana, she's still here, who I love dearly. She probably caught it. I did and I didn't. And then I was just watching videos this morning. I was led there, looking for things to fashion this presentation tonight. Center of Light Power. We arise to the occasion. We awaken and we unite. That's what's happening in this world today. It doesn't look that way, but it is. So I'm going to be playing some videos here in a little bit to reveal. Hello, Nori. Let's say hi to everyone. To reveal what this incarnation is doing on earth. Why is he here? Again, I want to share with you that this may be the Lord. Jesus may be the Lord. Buddha, Krishna, Paramahansa, Yogananda, Ananda, Mahima. These people are all the Lord or lords. It's all the same Lord. It's like a tree, a healthy tree, the tree of life, and its branches are full, healthy branches, green leaves, fruit, bears fruit. It's all the same tree of life that moves through these branches. And all of us, in fact, we're just not clear enough yet in the mind, so we still see, even in our spiritual aspirations, we're still moving through the filter of being separate from our divine parent. It is now becoming apparent to me and to all of us what the Lord is. The Lord is not necessarily a person. It can come as a person, and it comes as people, so we can see how God walks, talks, acts, and behaves, so we can mimic the motions, hence follow the leader. The Lord is not a person. The Lord is Christ, which is a loving, powerful, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, divine energy that is the basis, the foundation, and sustains all of creation, past, present, and future. That's the Lord. Welcome to Center of Light. Hello, everyone. Judy Westby. Hello, dear Nori Love. Everyone, if you would, close your eyes for a moment, even tonight when you go to bed. A dear sister in this forum is not feeling well. We can just leave it there. Surround her in love, surround her in light. Think of something that makes you feel wonderful inside when you think of this person tonight. You don't have to know the name. Just call this situation up in your eye, dent, submerge them in light, see them as well, and so it is. Danielle, Dana, Steve Stone. What's up, Steve Stone? Darnell Morgan. Hello, Darlene. Darrell. I've been watching, bro. I'm liking what you're posting. Krista Huggins. Richard Wright. Kristen. Scott Dorman. What's up, Scott? Gail. Keith Blanchard's here. Kristen Hoffman. Anjana. Valerie. Rena. All right, let's get down to some presentation, y'all. Hello, Rena. So tonight we're speaking about Center of Light Power. Arise, awake, and unite. I'm looking for a couple things as I fall into my groove. Something I vesseled recently. This is called perspective. Everyone should take the research journey upon themselves of any and all necessary to help anchor the light of unity. As we arise, we awake, we unite. That very light of unity. Expanding humanity, all capital letters. It is crucial to question everything in today's world. There's a larger agenda at work, and our inquiry must be diligent. I have followed many rabbits into many holes, and more often than not, all I have ended up with was a handful of disgusting rabbit shit. There comes a time when what we were and still are being taught, programmed, needs a pulled back perspective. In doing so, we can honestly see both polarities at work. When one develops true sight, then one can have a powerful impact for the highest good. These are not only my findings in my ongoing blissful research for the absolute truth, they're also my experiences with divine, master, avatar, God realized beings who are on the earth. There are at least 56 avatars on earth at all times. If not, the world would just completely, truly spin out of control. Tomorrow night on Center of Light Radio, I'm going to have a guest by the name of, listen to this, David Ditchfield. The interview is titled Shine On. David Ditchfield has written the highest anticipated Shine On, the remarkable story of how he fell under a speeding train, journeyed to the afterlife, and the astonishing proof he brought back with him. Say what? David Ditchfield. All right, let's get down to some business. I want to show you who Swamiji is in the form of not me often talking about him, which I do, but more so on a macro level, a grander scale of his role, his function, his mission, which is unity of the world. And how many people shakes when he moves. It'll last about a minute. You'll get the gist. And then I'm going to move into the video segment. I interviewed Swamiji 5 years ago, and Anjana, my cosmic sister, sitting next to me in the video. She doesn't like when I announce her and acknowledge her. She deserves to be recognized because I love her. Hello, Linda. So in this video, the first one you're going to see Swamiji at a festival. Anjana can probably type it in what this particular event is. Look at the crowd of people. Humanity. It's representative of humanity. The walk of life, as to why this is his 9th incarnation upon the earth. First God realized souls to ever walk on the planet. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. He's back. It's back. The Lord is back. Anjana, if you're still here, maybe you can tell us what this festival is. And then, soon as the festival's over, if that's the right word, if you have a what, you don't have to do that. I think the second question in this interview with Swamiji and the third question, really listen to the dialogue. It's kind of difficult to hear him, but you'll get it. If you listen with your heart, you'll understand his words. But what I'm asking you to listen for is literally the message. Something I truly have overlooked. I heard it and I glazed right over it. Today when I heard it, it knocked me for a loop and anchored something very, very strong inside of me and said, today is the day, now is the time. Yah, John, if you will, the bringer, the announcer of Christ energy. Welcome, Center of Light. Second question I posed to Swamiji, and the third question. Listen carefully. That is light phenomena around his head, around his body. God on the earth today, who myself and quite a few possibly in this room, have had the blessed opportunity to be in his physical proximity. And when you are, what you feel is this very light. This is a picture of me serving my Lord. This is Swamiji, my son, and I, 2 years ago. Look at the light phenomena coming off this picture. And I'm not talking about fuzzy light, little really cool effects. That's not what I'm talking about. This picture is alive. What you're seeing when Swamiji raises his hand like that is called Shaktipat. If God is everything and everything is a sea of divine energy, then through this picture, as a catalyst, a transmission is being taken place by him holding up his hand. Are you aware of that dialogue that he's sending you? All it takes is to close your eyes, look at the picture, and take it in. Then suddenly a language of light that you have long forgotten. Out of the silence, the new world appears. Look at the bliss on my face. Look at my son. He is a star child. So this is Swamiji Visva Yogi that you just seen. This is a festival of some sort that he does in India. It's 12 minutes long. I'm not going to let it run that long. I want it to run long enough, not so you can just see all the bells and whistles about it, so to speak. I want you to take in the energy and the intention. Not only the intention of the master, Swamiji, which you'll see him briefly, somewhat at the beginning of who he is and how many people he is affecting all over this beautiful world. But you will also see the intention of all the people there who come from all over the world to hear God on earth today speak. You won't understand the language. It's in Hindi, probably Telugu. It doesn't require this to hear it. Listen to this. He's reciting scripture and has never studied it. The Hindi scripture. Listen with your heart.
गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं श्रीं लक्ष्मी गणपतये नमः। गुरुमध्ये स्थितं विश्वं, विश्वमध्ये स्थितो गुरुः, गुरुर्विश्वं न चान्योऽस्ति, तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। विश्वश्रीनिवास गुरुदत्तं, विश्वश्रीनिवास गुरुदत्तं, विश्वऋषीश्वर हृदयनिवासं, विश्वऋषीश्वर हृदयनिवासं, विश्वश्रीनिवास गुरुदत्तम्। अपुरूपं परमाद्भुतरूपम्, अपुरूपं परमाद्भुतरूपम्, अपुरूपं परमाद्भुतरूपम्, आत्मानन्दं परमात्मस्वरूपम्, आत्मानन्दं परमात्मस्वरूपम्।
Hello, my name is Keith Anthony Blanchard, spiritual teacher, best-selling author, and radio show host. I recently had the blessed opportunity to interview on Center of Light Radio a holy man, a divine man, God-realized man by the name of Swamiji Viswayogi. What is a yogi? Jesus was a yogi. Buddha was a yogi. You and I are yogis. A yogi is that which aspires to God. A master is that which achieves that goal. Swamiji Viswayogi, over the course of his life, through meditation and prayer, became one with a particular aspect of God and is now divine conscious. It is no accident that you are here listening to my voice. And believe me, it is no accident that you are here about to watch this video of peace, the brotherhood of humanity, God. You have been called. You have been called to spread this message, and we will achieve the prophecy of heaven on earth. With all my love, with all my blessings to you, peace, love, and light.
Welcome to the Center of Light Radio with spiritual teacher, intuitive, musician, composer, and best-selling author of The Divine Principle, Anchoring Heaven on Earth, your host, Keith Anthony Blanchard.
Center of Light Radio, Center of Divine Unfoldment and Reinforcement. My name is Keith Anthony Blanchard, your host of Center of Light Radio. Welcome to the show. Today we have a very special, honored guest, Swamiji Viswayogi. Swamiji, did you want to start off with a prayer, a song, or would you like to start the interview?
Prayer. Start చేస్తారా?
Prayer. ॐ गं 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 गणनाथ
गं 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 गणनाथ
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथ
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथ
विद्यादायक गणनाथ
विद्यादायक गणनाथ
सिद्धिप्रदायक गणनाथ
सिद्धिप्रदायक गणनाथ
विद्यासिद्धि बुद्धिप्रदायक
विद्या सिद्धि बुद्धिप्रदायक
विजय गणेश विनायक
विजय गणेश विनायक
गं 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 गं
गं गं गं गं गं गं गं गं
गं गं गं गं गं गं गं गं
गं गं गं गं गं गं गं
गं गं गं गं गं गं गं
गं गं गं गं गं
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं श्रीं लक्ष्मी गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं श्रीं लक्ष्मी गणपतये नमः
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय
कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभ
कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभ
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
God is one, God is one, God is one for everyone.
God is one, God is one, God is one for everyone.
God is one, God is one, God is one for everyone.
God is one, God is one, God is one for everyone.
God is here, God is there, God, God everywhere.
God is here, God is there, God, God everywhere.
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 God is Rama, God is Krishna, God is Jesus, God is Nanak.
God is Rama, God is Krishna, God is Jesus, God is Nanak.
God is Rama, God is Krishna, God is Jesus, God is Nanak.
God is Rama, God is Krishna, God is Jesus, God is Nanak.
God is Allah, God is Buddha, God is Amma, God is Baba.
God is Allah, God is Buddha, God is Amma, God is Baba.
God is one, God is one, God is one for everyone.
God is one, God is one, God is one for everyone.
God is here, God is there, God, God everywhere.
God is here, God is there, God, God everywhere.
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 Thank you, Swamiji, for the opportunity. Swamiji, there's a lot of concern about the violence happening in the world. There are so many people dying, and it seems like it's at an accelerated rate. What is the correct way to see this? Is this mean-spirited people doing horrible things, taking the lives of innocent people early? Or is it karma resolving itself from a previous time?
This is a very good question. And today, seeing so much of suffering, violence, war, natural calamities, severe natural calamities like tsunami, earthquake, heavy snowfall, climate change. Every person is worrying and he is thinking about the solution. What is the solution for natural calamities? What is the solution of the violence happening in the world, in every country? In the name of religion, in the name of God, in the name of nation, in the name of this and that, man has become an animal, not animal, a ghost, and doing nuisance and nonsense, and creating the earth a hell. We have to make it a heaven. Lord is thinking, Lord is wanting a gift from us. We are all heirs of the Lord. You asked, what is the main reason for the violence? Think, being educated, being intelligent, the intellectuals, the leaders of the highest countries of the world, they have to think about it. Why these natural calamities are happening? Severe natural calamities. What is the main reason? The main reason for the natural calamities is imbalance among the 5 elements of the earth. Imbalance. And the earth, in the climate of the earth, atmosphere of the earth, 5 elements are there. Soil, water, fire, air, and space. If these 5 elements are in proper ratio, the earth will be in peaceful condition. If there is any imbalance among the 5 elements, one wants to dominate others and it leads to natural calamities. Suppose we want air, breeze, smooth, happy, little air breeze, but not hurricane. We want water to satisfy our thirst. For the crops also, cultivation also, we want water. But we don't want tsunami. If the water in the ocean comes like a tsunami, it will create destruction. So, in the same way, all the 5 elements. So, there is a proper ratio and there is a limit. Why we are polluting the 5 elements? We are polluting. We are polluting the soil. We are polluting the water. We are polluting fire, air, space, everything. So it is the main reason for imbalance. We have to think about it. So even Pope also recently, 1 month before or a few days before, had a comet, world comet, earth comet there. And they are thinking about how to solve the earth from natural calamities. They are thinking, even the religious leaders are also thinking about it. So we should not leave it. We have to think. We should have conferences, international conferences about the climate change, natural calamities, and wars and destruction in the name of God also, religion also. No. Any religion wants to create destruction or war. Only love, love, love. God wants only love. God is asking us to fill our heart with love our mind with the peace and spread love and peace wherever you go. Then he will be satisfied. He will be satisfied. So in the name of religions, now in so many countries, so many places also, struggle is going on, fights are going on, wars are going on. I don't like this kind of wars or fighting. So love thy neighbor as thyself, Christ proclaimed. We have to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Adi Shankaracharya also declared and proclaimed Ishvara Sarvabhutanam. That is, God is living in everybody, in every atom also. So we have to love each and every one. He did not say only Hindus, only Christians. No, we are calling the people who are following the preaching and teaching of Christ are called Christians. The people who are following the preachings and teachings of Buddha are called Buddhists. Mohammedan Muslims, Islam. So in the same way, all the religions are good. They are not bad. So we have to unite, and with unity we can bring peace to the world, and it is only the solution for your question. Unite, unite, unite. Fill your heart with love and spread love. Fill your mind with peace, spread peace. Then we can make our mind peaceful, our home peaceful, our city peaceful, our county peaceful, our state peaceful, country peaceful, and the world also peaceful, universe also peaceful. We can make the whole universe peaceful. That is the gift we have to give to our Father, the omnipotent, omnipresent God. That's why usually I sing a song. It is in Telugu. I will translate it. Oke kutumbam, oke kutumbam, oke kutumbam, manamanta.
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 Vishala hrudayam prasanti nilayam Vishwa kutumbam manamanta.
Vishala hridayam, vishala kutumbam, vishala kutumbam, manamanta.
Vishala hrudayam prasanti nilayam Vishwa kutumbam manamanta.
Vishala hridayam, prashanti nilayam, Vishwa kutumbam, manamanta.
That means we are all human beings. We have to unite and we have to spread love. So don't hate other paths. Follow your path. Good. And respect our other paths also, other faiths also. Follow your faith and path. Love your religion. Love, respect. You need not love, respect other religions. That is our first and foremost duty and responsibility. And we have to unite. I ask you one question. You are asking myself questions. I ask you one question. We are all the people belonging to different countries in the world. They are uniting in the field of medicine. To increase their business also, commercially also, they are going to each and every country and they are mixing and merging. Airplanes, flights also, in the name of flights in the sky, we are uniting. Then why should we not trying to unite in the name of God and religion also? So, whatever the religion may be, love, religion of love is the best love. Humanity is the universal religion. Vishwamatam, love. Prema matam, Vishwamatam. That means religion of love is the universal religion. So we have to love, we have to live in love, we have to spread love, and we have to make our life lovely, then it is lively. It will be lively.
Thank you for that, Swamiji. The second question is something that I see of great concern to many people. Some people support the idea. Some people want no part of it. And that has to do with vaccinations. Is vaccination something presently that we should consider for our children? Or are those vaccinations tainted and we should say no?
సో మీకు వ్యాక్సినేషన్ ఇస్తారు కదా, చాలా మంది కొంతమంది అంటున్నారు ఆ వ్యాక్సినేషన్ ఇస్తే పిల్లలకి జబ్బులు వస్తాయని. సో షుడ్ దే ఆర్ షుడ్ దే నాట్?
వ్యాక్సినేషన్, why are we giving vaccination to the children? To increase the immunity, to increase the immunity, not to get the disease. We are giving vaccination to the children. Very good question. Very good question. So many educated people also, they are having doubt and about this, about vaccination also. So some doctors also telling not to take the vaccination also. Especially in some countries, Russia, China, they are not, Japan also, they are not allowing to take vaccination. They are giving side effects. Some people told here in America also, after taking the vaccination, their children got autism.
Yes.
Autism or Down syndrome, allergies. They are thinking like that. They are experiencing that experience. They are telling others also not to take vaccination. But in my opinion, we have to listen to me carefully. All of you also. We have to think and we have to put into practice also. Why are we taking vaccination? Not to get any disease. Without taking vaccination, can we increase the immunity in our body? Yes. Through yoga, through natural yogic path, if we make the children to practice it, we can improve, we can increase the immunity in our body. Then although the bacteria enters into our body, we are not getting the disease. You told about vaccination. What is the vaccination? Some suppose take a small vaccination of smallpox for not to get the smallpox. In the name of vaccination, we are making the bacteria of smallpox to enter into the body. We are making to enter the bacteria into the children's body. Not to get the cholera, we are making the bacteria of cholera to enter into the body of the children. So what we are doing? We are taking the bacteria of all the diseases and we are making to enter into the body of the children. You need not do that. With yoga, with yogic practice and natural yogic practice and food also. Having good food, healthy food, we need not take the vaccination. So I advise to take or not to take, you have to decide. We should not compel anybody. But increase the immunity through yogic process. Increasing the willpower in our body. Increasing the willpower, we have to increase the immunity. After increasing the immunity, through increasing the immunity, we have to take away all the diseases from the children's body. We can do it.
Thank you, Swamiji. From the choices humanity has been making and is making now, are we going to achieve a heaven on earth existence? And if so, when do you see that actually coming about?
హ్యుమానిటీ ఇప్పుడు వెళ్ళే దోవలో మనకి హెవెన్ ఆన్ ఎర్త్ అవుతుందా? విల్ వి సీ హెవెన్ ఆన్ ఎర్త్?
Certainly. If we follow humanity, if we walk on the path of humanity, 100%, we will get peace and we will make the earth abode of the peace. No doubt at all. For every religion, humanity is the best. Take Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ preached humanity. Love, compassion, service, that is humanity. The base should be humanity. Buddha also preached humanity. Humanity and service, love, are the preachings and teachings of all prophets, religious leaders. Not only religious leaders, even the leaders, ethic leaders also, that is, who does not believe the God also, they also believe and follow humanity. Through humanity, no doubt, and service, getting peace, and we will making the world abode of the peace. That's why usually I sing a song in Telugu. మానవతా మానవతా అది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట.
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 సమైక్యత సమైక్యత ఇది ఏ విశ్వంజీ బాట.
సమైక్యత సమైక్యత ఇది ఏ విశ్వంజీ బాట.
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట.
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట.
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట.
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట.
ఒక్క దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా.
ఒక్క దేవుని ఈ జగమంతా.
ఒక్క దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా.
ఒక్క దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా.
మానవతా మానవతా అది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట.
మానవతా మానవతా అది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట.
సత్యం శీలం పవిత్రత.
సత్యం శీలం పవిత్రత.
ఐక్యత కలిగిన జన్మధన్యము.
ఐక్యత కలిగిన జన్మధన్యము.
సత్యం శీలం పవిత్రత.
సత్యం శీలం పవిత్రత.
ఐక్యత కలిగిన జన్మధన్యము.
ఐక్యత కలిగిన జన్మధన్యము.
మనిషి మనిషిగా మసలిన నాడు.
మనిషి మనిషిగా మసలిన నాడు.
మనిషి మనిషిగా మసలిన నాడు.
మనిషి మనిషిగా మసలిన నాడు.
మహియే వెలుగును శాంతి నిలయమై.
మహియే వెలుగును శాంతి నిలయమై.
మానవతా మానవతా అది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట.
మానవతా మానవతా అది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట.
సమైక్యత సమైక్యత ఇది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట.
సమైక్యత సమైక్యత అది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట.
నేను నీవు అతడు ఆమె.
నేను నీవు అతడు ఆమె.
నీతిగా నడచిన అది ఏ చాలు.
నీతిగా నడిచిన అది ఏ చాలు.
నేను నీవు అతడు ఆమె.
నేను నీవు అతడు ఆమె.
నీతిగా నడచిన అది ఏ చాలు.
నీతిగా నడిచిన అది ఏ చాలు.
అందరూ కలిసి ఒకే మాటగా.
అందరూ కలిసి ఒకే మాటగా.
అందరూ కలిసి ఒకే మాటగా. నే-
ఒకే మాటగా
ఒకే బాటలో నడచిన మేలు
ఒకే బాటలో నడిచిన మేలు
మానవత మానవత అది ఏ విశ్వంజీ మాట
మానవత మానవత అది ఏ విశ్వం జీ మాట
సమైక్యత సమైక్యత ఇది ఏ విశ్వంజీ బాట
సమైక్యత సమైక్యత అది ఏ విశ్వం జీ మాట
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట
ఒకటే మాట ఒకటే బాట
ఒక్క దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా
ఒకే దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా
ఒక్క దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా
ఒక దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా
ఒక్క దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా
ఒక దేవునిదే ఈ జగమంతా
You know the meaning of this song? It is in Telugu, my mother physical body's mother language, mother tongue. Manavata, Manavata, adi Vishwanji mata. Humanity, humanity. It is the word of Vishwanji. Samaikyata, Samaikyata, idiye Vishwanji bata. Samaikyata means unity, unity. It is the path of Vishwanji.
Thank you, Swamiji. The next question I have maybe one or two more questions, and I'd like to.
Are you getting the satisfied answers from me?
Are you
to you?
getting the
Your
answers
question?
that you're looking for?
Yes. The next question I have is something that's been. You can help me shut this up, please. This is something that's been with me for a long time. I've blessed it. I've cursed it. I've welcomed it. And I fought it.
That is the self experience is the best experience. Self satisfaction is the best satisfaction. Self confidence is the best confidence. Self encouragement is the best encouragement. Self support is the best support. Self satisfaction is the best satisfaction.
Oh, good. Thank you. So good. My question, though it may seem personal, there is some investment in that, I would be honest. But the impact it could have on the world and the significance, I've been hearing this in my consciousness since I was a child, as if somehow I have a role to play, and I've been confused. One night, some years ago, 2 angels came to me and spoke in each and ear. When I was on Sai Baba's ashram, I was sleeping. He pulls me out of my body and he reveals to me a trunk that looked like the Ark of the Covenant type of case. And we opened this lid, and underneath were 3 figurines. There was a crib, a baby crib, 2 goats, and a throne. And Sai Baba looks to me and tells me 5 months from now, the master you know as Jesus was going to incarnate to a family of goat herders and will occupy this seat. Later that afternoon, I go into the ashram, to Kuwat Hall, and Sai Baba validates this. I'd like to know more about that for not only my own sanity, but for expanding the world into the idea that such a one may be present.
తనకి పుట్టుపర్తి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఒక కళ వచ్చింది స్వామి, అది అవుట్ ఆఫ్ బాడీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లాగా. ఏమనంటే బాబా గారు వచ్చారు, ఒక హాల్ని తీసుకెళ్తే అక్కడ ఒక పెట్ ఉంది. ఆ పెట్టిప్పితే అందులో ఒక 2 goats, ఒక చిన్న క్రిబ్, బేబీని పనుకోబెట్టే క్రిబ్, ఒక థ్రోన్ ఉంది. సో అప్పుడు బాబా గారు అన్నారు, క్రైస్ట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ బోర్న్ ఇన్ టు అ ఫ్యామిలీ ఆఫ్ గోట్ హర్డర్స్ అండ్ హీ విల్ ఆక్యుపై ద థ్రోన్. అని మళ్ళీ తనకి డౌట్ వచ్చింది, అది ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ రియలా కాదా అని. నెక్స్ట్ డే కుల్వంత్ హాల్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ బాబా గారు అది వ్యాలిడేట్ చేశారు, వాడు చూసి నిజం.
దిస్ ఇస్ రియల్, దిస్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఎనీ డ్రీమ్. In the ashram you got the dream. So it is in his magnetic field you got the dream. You saw Sai in your dream. You are thinking that it is dream, but it is not a dream, it is the real fact. He wants you to tell something about the Christianity and what is the greatness of the Christ. So many people, even today also, they are unable to understand the greatness of Christ and Christianity. Christ is complete incarnation of love and service. He served a lot. He took the sufferings of the people onto his body. He suffered a lot for their sake. He spread love, compassion, and he lived for them. He went on to the mountains and he gave the sermons on the mountains. He suffered a lot. That's goats. Goat means we are all goats. Pasu, animals. We are all animals. Even Krishna also, Gopala. Go means cow. Pala means ruler. Ruler of the cows. We are all animals. We are all cows. In the Christianity belief also, Christ takes the Macapella.
Lamb.
What is it? Lamb in his arms, and that means he is telling us, listen to me carefully, he is telling us, take the children into your arms and mold them, feed them correctly, mold them correctly, make them good citizens of the world, so as they can spread the love, the divine love, and spread knowledge in the world, but not violence. We should not make any boy or any girl to become a terrorist or violent person. They have to become good doctors, good engineers, and good citizens of the world. That he is asking you, you are doing, and at that time he asked you, he came to your dream and he asked you, be a good follower of the Christ. Christ, understand the heart of the Christ, understand the mind of the Christ, understand the message of the Christ thoroughly, perfectly, and you put into practice in your day-to-day life. Especially he is having that
అంటే రెండు goats.
That means he is especially telling about the children and about the people in the world. We have to preach them love. We have to make each and every one to walk on the path of divine love and service. That is his message.
Did you want to ask him if Christ was born or what was the relevance of
Yes,
the
that was a specific question.
స్వామి తను స్పెసిఫిక్గా తను ఏం అడగాలనుకున్నారంటే, ఆ కళలో క్రైస్ట్ పుట్టినట్టు వచ్చింది, సో అది నిజం, ఆ కళలో క్రైస్ట్ పుట్టినట్టు చూపించారు, సో అది నిజంగా ఇప్పుడు క్రైస్ట్ మళ్ళీ పుట్టారా? ఇస్ దట్ వాట్ హీ వాంట్స్ టు స్పెసిఫిక్?
He is telling, Sai Baba is telling, the Christ, there is no difference between myself and the Christ. There is no difference between myself and Buddha. There is no difference between myself and Rama, Krishna, or any divine person. This is bodies being educated, being intelligent. You have to understand it clearly. Suppose take the way cardiologist. Take another cardiologist. Take another cardiologist in other countries. All are one. The intelligence, the cardiac knowledge, the medical knowledge, the cardiac knowledge, which is existing in your mind, in his mind, and in her mind, one and same. In the same way, he is telling, Sai Baba is telling, he told you that the power which existed in Christ came in my form. The power which existed in Rama, Krishna, Buddha, and the power which is existing in my body is no difference, one and same. Just like take current అంటారుగా,
Electric current.
Electric current.
electricity, take electricity in this bulb, electricity in that bulb, electricity in another house bulb, one and same. It is coming from the cosmos.
Welcome back to Center of Light Power. Arise, awake, unite. Did you catch those answers? The last one about my dream experience on Satya Sai Baba's ashram. When I asked him directly, many years later, about that dream, he said, "You did not dream. It was real." I've had many such experiences and put a few of them to Swamiji, and he said, "These experiences you're having, Keith, are not dreams. You are seeing into a window of not only possibility, but likability. Likely ability." That was 20 years ago. That means Jesus is alive on this earth today, and he's 20 years old. Told about in the Divine Principle. Things are getting real. How many of you thought, raise your hand, raise your hand, thought it possible that you would be alive in the resurrection of the Christ principle upon this earth? I kind of thought maybe it happened later, or I might just have missed it. You are a fortunate one. This divine man has pulled you under his wing and into his fold. How blessed are you? No virus is going to hurt you. You heard him speak about vaccines. Develop your own inner strength, your own inner immunity via your confidence by walking with an upright va, using your ya as your power, your ya, your heart, your God fire, your will power to choose and not lose, to push through the na, the clear mind, and to walk out the principle, to be the living testament, the living word. Take my word for it. There's going to be a lot of things coming down the pike, the reality pike, if you will. Some of it is going to be crazy beyond understanding. This is not political, it's factual. One is called Project Bluebeam. There's going to be an amazing display in the sky to convince you of a horrible something. Don't believe it. Many a people may arise into the arena of the world. Use your heart. You can always come to this platform, Center of Light, which is yours. Not me, you, your center of light. Come home to yourself, and the truth will resonate with you. But if you have a question, ask me. This is not about me being right to give you the answer, because you can bet I'm going to go to him and say, what would you like me to share with the flock? It's not a sales pitch. I do what I do for free. I have nothing invested in it except I lied to you. I do have some investment. I want something from you. I want you to align, arise, awake, and unite. This is where we are. Jesus is on the earth, and he's coming. He's going to make an appearance. But we have to know what we're looking for. So how do we begin to recognize the true Christ and not a dark one that comes convincing everyone that he's the illuminated one. Literal or metaphorical is irrelevant. Basically, we need to wake up and open our eyes. Because even though our eyes are open, there is a part of us that still sleeps. Hurts, doesn't it? Good. Salt in the wound may not feel good, but it does have its healing properties. So how do we recognize the true Christ? We have to develop the level of love within ourselves to the level of Christ itself. Otherwise, we're going to be suspicious. And we're going to miss everything that's delicious and nutritious for our soul. I was going to do this presentation last night, and I asked a few of my friends, tribe, and one said this and one said that, but I didn't hear from the second one, so I just went with the first one. And when I woke up this morning, I felt Swamiji all about me. He said, Keith, do this presentation tonight and announce what you have glazed over and what I glazed over when I asked that question sitting next to my sister, Anjana, about my dream experience in Satya Sai Baba's ashram 20 years ago. When I watched it, I was like, oh my God, how did I not just take that in? Because it wasn't time for me. Now it's time for me. It's time for all of us. The Christ will make his presence soon, which he has already been. Lots in, believe it or not, London, in Africa. But now it's becoming more public. He will become more public in the sense of people going, what is that? Versus some cool guy disguised and looking like something he doesn't look like. Because he could create his body type. He may look like a this man or this woman or that woman. Doing media interviews, he has been. But now he's going to step, I don't know why it comes in the form of a man. We don't have to play the patriarchal thing, whatever. For whatever reasons. Though it does exist in women. But I am specifically pointing out the return of the Christed one. Though Swamiji is the Christed, Paramahansa Yogananda, so forth and so on and so on and so on. The one that we have all been puppy dog wagging our tail for, to mark the beginning, not the end, the beginning of the new world, is going to start stepping forward. If you have questions, because when something beautiful steps forward, in contrast, something ugly steps forward as well. Because it equally wants to be recognized. And kid yourself not, it is truly equally as powerful. And guess what? Whether you like this or not, they are both the Lord. How can the Lord be a play of something that is dark? Because it is. Dark is not something of the Lord. Dark is something that we label and we perceive and or judge. So basically, God, period, is stepping forward. And period, or rather, exclamation point, how we are seeing the dance of the divine creator, which is called Leela, the play of divine consciousness. God's going to say, you can have that. And if you have a clouded, shrouded, negative, low vibration, God's going to say, I love you so much, here's a whole bunch of it. So the Lord is stepping forward. So I asked specifically the question, not only the Christ principle and other incarnations of the like, I asked, is the personality we know as Jesus, Yeshua ben Joseph. Sai Baba is the one that told me this and started this whole stinking thing. And Swamiji sealed the deal. Jesus is 20 years old. Many years ago, I asked this question of Satya Sai Baba, and my intuition told me that he is hanging out in the Yucatan Peninsula, raised by a family of goat herders. Why was he hidden all this time? Because he had to develop his power. Not that he wasn't born or imbued with it. When you get on earth, you have to learn how to walk. And keep unwanted distractions and factions away from him. You may ask the question, if he is Jesus Christ, doesn't he have the power to protect himself? So the question I volley back is, you mean the same power he had the last time he was crucified? We all have our part to do. The time is now. Lavender Soul. I'm going to be right back. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. Yesterday. The time is yesterday, which is now. And that time is time to arise. Awake. Dear Lord, and unite. I'll be right back.
Surely as the rain may fall, I wonder why. Worried there'll come a time when my world is dry, oh so dry. In the summertime, I won't have no water. It's a little bit harder to take. So hard. As I contemplate a billion stars, leaving my hands to fate, that's all I've got, all I've got. In the summertime, I won't have no water. It's a little bit harder to I wonder
Welcome back to Center of Light, everyone. It's good to see you. I want to change the music. Give me one sec. I got so many little clickies. How about some of this? Center of Light power. Every second, every minute, and every hour. The beast or the light is ready to devour all of us. It's simply our choice. This is the time of no time written about in all scripture. You are living in it right here. This is the gate, the God gate. It is now mandatory that we begin to meditate upon the enigma of our divine parent. And it's probably more likely not what we think. Because if we knew the all of it, we would not be in these situations, would we? So we have to re-examine. Look within. Inward is upward, upward is forward, and forward is twaward. Arise, power, arise, awake, unite. This is where we are. We're living the prophecy. Jesus is on the earth, 20 years old. I'm waiting for more information. My tail is wagging like a puppy dog in the window about to be bought. Kim Delaney says, how blessed do all you feel knowing that he has arrived, and I'm at a loss for words as I feel him sitting here, and my tears are falling as I can't even find expressions to describe the love for him that's flowing from me. I love all of you. Kelly says, I am going through a lot of suffering. Will it come to an end? Deep down, I long to be with you. Contact me. I will move you through it, okay? Kelly, contact me tomorrow. No later than day after tomorrow. I will help you, I promise. I want to find something quickly. And then I'm going to maybe do a vessel mode, and then I'm going to hang out with my son. 1 second. I want to validate Kim. And I want to read something beautiful. Where are you? There we are. Hang with me. All right. This is gorgeous. Completely, absolutely gorgeous. Let me get rid of some of this extraneous. There we go. We're ready? This will, without a doubt, bring tears to your eyes. This is from my... Wow! Check out this alignment. Kim decides she's going to chime in so I can validate the feeling she's having, as many of us. That happens to come from this book, My Journey to India for the Love of God, A Spiritual Journey, when Satya Sai Baba put me in that dream experience about the return of the one we know as Jesus. And now here I am, reading you an excerpt from this book about Jesus that validates Kim's heartfelt delivery. Listen to this. Ready? It's called a vision of God. He walked by me every day, the one they call the Christ. He blessed some, ignored others. I don't know why. I want to meet his eyes, to see the face of God, but he did not see me. He saw everyone else, not me. Why not me? Then his eyes looked away, and my life was changed. For one eternal, precious moment, I saw divinity. I saw God and he saw me. His eyes turned away, but he still sees me. And this just so happens to follow what Swamiji just validated about my dream experience on Sai Baba's ashram. And this is what I say after this particular passage I just read. As I said, what you have just heard is exactly how I felt during that Jesus being born experience in Kuwait Hall with Sai Baba. I really hope you're able to get at least a glimpse of what it is I am talking about. I am feeling an inner prompting to insert this message from Sai Baba that I wrote in this book. I'm going to close with this. Embodiments of the divine Atma, basically children of God, by forgetting his own true nature and being carried away by the pleasures of the external world, which are both fleeting and superficial, and by trying to secure an experience of such material pleasures, man fritters away his life and fritters away his time. Is man able to secure peace by experiencing and obtaining these material pleasures? No. At the end of his life, he is dissatisfied and discontented. Man has become ignorant of the permanent being within him, which is truth itself and formless. He is reducing himself to the state of an animal and becomes demonic in the process. Ultimately, man comes to the end of his life without a sense of fulfillment because he is not able to understand the purpose of it and his own true nature. What is the cause for this? He neglects the supreme code of conduct laid down before him, the code of Dharma, right action, that he has to follow. Man has forgotten that the purpose, or Dharma, the divine order, is at the base, is at all the basing. As I would not harm or injure anyone. One should realize the divinity of God and let the love of God and the love of God with the hope you will be the model of this love to the world. Start the day with love. Spend the day with love. End the day with love. This is the way to God. Center of light power lives right here inside of you. Every second, every minute, every precious hour of your life. God will reveal himself to you when you want him. We all get glimpses and we're all doing wonderfully. God will say hello to you in a most undeniable way. When we most undeniably say, show yourself to me. I need it. I want it. I choose it. I love it. I'm passionate. I'm sincere. I am on my knees humble. And I'm vulnerable. Take me. Make me yours. You are loved beyond measure.